I have been to the mountains in Colorado. I've been to, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. I've been to Ireland. I've been to Scotland, the Highlands, and there are parts of the ranch that literally remind you of all those different places. And you guys, I think, heard this story, but so my father was one of the premier livestock auctioneers for, 40, 50 years.
Yes.
He has been to almost every top ranch in this country. He has. When he flew over this place back in the early 80s, he fell so in love with it. He made an offer on it 2 days later. So a little bit about this property. It has been in our family for about 40 years. It is a very unique property because over 60 years ago, 75 years ago, a good percentage of the property was strip mine, and it left a very unique topography on the property. Hills, timber, you have beautiful rolling pastures. You have right up the main part of the ranch is, in my mind, kind of the most beautiful timber on the ranch. Up here, we'll just jot over, head like toward that stand over there.
Okay.
So we're gonna have just a bit of a little climb, but it's not much, but it's worth the view.
Yeah.
It is worth
it. You don't want to shoot one off the turkey off the top of this. He's gonna flop down into the lake. There are so many trails and rubs and stuff through here. It's pretty amazing. Like, it takes a lot of deer to make the number of deer trails that's here.
This is no exaggeration. So about 4 or 5 years ago, we had a buck back in here that my younger brother Kevin called Winchester, and he was wide, tall, natural 12 point, Lukey. Anyway, I kept wanting to see him. I came back in here at night with my Jeep and a spotlight, wasn't hunting, no rifle. You guys, I drove back in here one night and probably saw 40 deer, and out of that probably saw 10 or 12 bucks of all shapes and sizes, but there would have been 3 bucks that were bigger than 160 class bucks, 40
this
class.
one little area right
Just
here.
in this, you'll see it, I'll show you. So one of the things I think that we are most proud of here at Trophy Country are the white-tailed deer population and the trophy bucks that we have here at Trophy Country. Everybody knows you need good genetics, you need good nutrition, and you need age to make mature white-tailed deer. With the cover that we have here, there's just so much places for the big bucks for the young bucks to become big bucks and mature and good cover,
It's the cover and the so much topography too that,
yep.
I mean, it creates a lot of browse as well as good cover for them to
And when you come,
hide.
It has not been uncommon for us to harvest 2, 3, 4, 180 class bucks or better every year. Years ago, we did a timber stand improvement. The fruit of that is very evident years and years down the road.
The trail down on the edge of this is unbelievable.
Yeah, there aren't cow or horses running over here. That's whitetail trails.
I know, it's unbelievable. I mean, there's a highway running right around the rim of this right here.
And right here in this spot, we're less than 20 miles from the Gibson buck, where the Gibson buck was taken.
Yeah, that was the number 3 whitetail
ever taken
at all time. Yeah, number 3, typical.
Typical.
Like 197 or.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing you think about on a property like this. Super high number of turkey, great number of deer, but not just a lot of deer, big deer. You guys have killed 200-inch deer off this property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the genetics are here.
Oh,
right?
by far.
And then the fishing is world class.
Yeah.
Waterfowl, we get down to the bottom where all, the flooded area and stuff down there. I mean, the first time we came through here, there was thousands of mallards down there.
We are located under the Mississippi Flyway. We have over 600 acres, 700 acres of water covering the property. Right in the heart of the property, we have several large wetland pools. We have gates on the levees so that you can raise and lower the water. If you go there in the wintertime, you will see them loaded with waterfowl.
Golly, that's pretty.
I told you you'd love this view.
Jeez.
You pull on out here, looks down the whole, and if you actually climbed up on the tower and got a shot,
I bet it's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
You know, Brady, one thing that's really cool about this particular spot is obviously you guys mostly have this set up for a deer hunter to look, but
Right.
also, you know, if it's waterfowl time and you're wanting to do that, you can set up here and you can see all these different bodies of water and see kind of where the ducks or the geese or whatever, where they're kind of working, and that way you kind of know where to go set up.
That's right, and it's amazing because when you come in here during the right time of the year, being right under the Mississippi Flyway, it's just amazing how many migratory birds you see here on the reserve. We definitely have always felt that this is one of the most unique properties in the country. We definitely know that it's one of the most unique properties in the Midwest. We have over 50 stocked bodies of water on the ranch. They are very prolific. We've practiced catch and release fishing for years. We've practiced managing the fish that we harvest.
Nice fish, man.
This is a nice little fish, isn't it? Eating that floating worm, ain't they?
Yeah, you like that.
This is a lake here they call Big Blue. This is a pretty unique lake. This thing's about 90 foot deep in places, which is incredible. A lot of them aren't this deep, but they said it's one of their favorite lakes to fish. Not too many places you can go kill a couple turkeys of a morning and come have a bass fishing trip in the afternoon like this, and they had to deliberate for 30 minutes on which lake we was going to go to.
Yeah, which one we should go to.
We have very deep water bodies on the ranch. We've experimented over the years releasing trout, walleye, northerns. The largemouth bass here on the property, it would be the primary game fish, but we also have other species of fish here on the ranch.
Got one?
Yep.
My goodness, it's just one after the other out here today. Boy, they're all pretty too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Jeff, this property, I mean, it's a legacy property when you think about it. I mean, it's 4,700 acres located just north of Moberly, Missouri.
Yep. Yeah, just outside of Jacksonville. And it really is, I mean, there's so few places in the Midwest that you can buy that's 4,700 acres all in one chunk that has it all.
Yep.
It's got farming, it's got hunting, it's got fishing. I mean, there's just tons of things to do here.
You know, and the way that this place has been taken care of over the years is just incredible. You know, for managing for the wildlife and managing for the fisheries. You know, the amount of structure they have in here, so they have places to spawn and lay their eggs, and just the prolific amount of fish that's in here is just unbelievable.
It is. And one thing we haven't talked a lot about either is that because the property's so amazing, it overshadows some of the infrastructure. But I mean, there's a lodge here, there's multiple buildings that are living quarters. So, you know, you can have a lot of guests, you know, if you wanted to make it an outfitting business or if you just want to have a family retreat and things like that. I mean, there's endless options here.
And we've been on some incredible properties, but when it comes to recreational in the Midwest, I think this is the best property I've ever stepped foot on.
Yeah, I mean, it's for sure, it's got to be the best property available on the market right now. And it truly is the best place to do everything you want to do right here all in one spot.
Well, get me back closer to the shore. I'm gonna catch some more of these bass.
Here,
before
you,
we get out
you troll, I'll cast.
All right. I know there's some more over there in that moss.